Liverpool's start to the new season have already seen them face their fair share of challenges, but the latest development threatens to unsettle things even further. With Arne Slot still shaping his squad and laying down the foundations for Liverpool's title defence, news has emerged that could have a major impact on the club's defensive setup. The timing couldn't be worse, and the repercussions could be felt both on and off the pitch. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, after scoring the decisive goal as Liverpool came back to beat Bournemouth 4-2, Federico Chiesa insisted he is happy at the club despite a lack of game time. Chiesa became an unlikely hero after coming off the bench late on at Anfield, volleying in to put the Reds 3-2 up, having let a 2-goal lead slip. It was a priceless moment for the champions, as well as for their number 14, scoring his first Premier League goal to secure 3 points in the 88th minute. That goal has unsurprisingly led to renewed calls for Chiesa to stay amid interest from a host of Serie A clubs, and the forward did little to dampen those when speaking to Sky Italia post-match. "We will talk to Liverpool, but to be perfectly honest, I am happy here," he said, when asked about his future per Football Italia. "I am playing for one of the best teams in the world. I just have to wait and be ready, as I was tonight, and prove that I can play for this team. I repeat, the coach has treated me very well in these months." Chiesa, who dedicated his goal to Diogo Jota and Andre Silva, has been converted to a new role as a centre-forward, which he is more than comfortable filling. "I play wherever the coach puts me," he added. "I arrived here and had a lot of difficulty because the tempo is just so different, but after a year, I finally got my first Premier League goal. The coach gave me a chance and always had words of encouragement for me." Slot was asked directly whether Chiesa's influential cameo would sway any decision over his future this summer, with the head coach giving a coy response. "As long as he's here, he's definitely at Liverpool, and I have no reason to believe that something is going to change," he told reporters in his post-match press conference. He had a hard time last season getting his match fitness ready. Unfortunately for him, he missed out on our Asia tour as well, so then you miss quite a lot. Not only him, but Joe Gomez the same. We've also lost Connor Bradley in the end. "Federico, when we needed him, I brought him in. At 2-2, you need a number 9. We brought him in and he delivered. That's always positive for your future at the club." Now in a huge defensive blow, Jeremy Frimpong could be facing a fitness concern after Arne Slot revealed why he brought Liverpool's new right-back off after an hour against Bournemouth. Frimpong made his Premier League debut in Liverpool's 4-2 fight-back win over Bournemouth, but despite a bright display was brought off in the 61st minute. The Dutchman was replaced by Wataru Endo, with Joe Gomez later taking over at right back, with the performances of both highlighting the need for slot specialists to stay fit. But speaking to Sky Sports after the victory at Anfield, the head coach revealed that Frimpong felt his hamstring at half-time, and no risks were taken. "That wasn't out of luxury," Slot said, when asked why he brought off both Frimpong and Milos Kerkez at the same time. "That was because Jeremy Frimpong felt his hamstring at half-time and made a lot of sprints. He was doing quite well, but the other right fullback Connor Bradley is already out with an injury, so we don't want to take the risk of losing another fullback." Then you could argue, why don't you play Joe Gomez there? But he only had 2 sessions in pre-season, so he wasn't able to play half an hour, so we started with Wata. The decision to substitute Kerkez was clear, with the left-back already on a booking and throwing himself into challenges which could earn him another. "Our left full-back Milos Kerkez is a player that I think the fans like, because every duel he goes all in," Slot continued. "But when you have a yellow card already and you play Semenyo, that's quite a worry." On his call to withdraw man of the match, Hugo Ekitike, with 72 minutes on the clock, Slot said, "He came later in pre-season, has to adapt, as I think I can say Liverpool is a bigger club than Frankfurt. The league is probably more intense as well, so for him to be able to play 70 is already a big bonus after being 2 or 3 weeks here. So that's where we are at the moment, because we lost some players." In other news, Mark Guehi has reportedly made it aware to Crystal Palace that he wants to join Liverpool this summer, with talks ongoing between the two clubs. Arne Slot would not be drawn on speculation over a move for Palace captain Gueye on Thursday, reminding reporters that he's not our player. But behind the scenes, there are negotiations taking place for a deal which would make the 25-year-old Liverpool's 10th signing of the summer. Progress has not been as swift as with Parma's Giovanni Leone, who is undergoing a medical on Thursday, but both parties are confident an agreement will be reached. That is according to the Mail's Lewis Steele, who reports this despite Liverpool's proposed offer of £30 million plus £5 million in add-ons falling short of Palace's valuation. While it has been suggested that Guehi is more likely to stay at Selhurst Park for the season, at this stage, Chairman Steve Parish has admitted a sale is necessary to avoid him leaving on a free transfer next summer. Furthermore, the Times' Paul Joyce reports that Palace are already aware that their number 6 is eager to join the Premier League champions. Liverpool could of course wait a year and bring Gueye in without paying a transfer fee, but their desire for another experienced centre-back and Palace's need to generate funds makes that appear an unrealistic conclusion. Instead, the chances are that with the player himself wanting to join, Liverpool will eventually strike a deal. Palace are said to be seeking a fee of around £40 million, inflated by the sell-on clause held by Guehi's former club Chelsea, and it seems feasible that Liverpool could meet them in the middle. Any delay is likely to be caused by talks over the structure of any payments, not least the inclusion of performance-based add-ons. But Palace may seek to guarantee as much of the package as possible up front in order to reinvest this summer, having only spent a combined £2 million so far on goalkeeper Walter Benitez and left-back Borna Sosa. Steele credits Palace with an interest in Liverpool midfielder Harvey Elliott, who is valued at around £50 million, with Eberechi Eze, another player who could depart before the transfer window closes. All signs point towards this being a transfer saga, with a conclusion rather than a collapse. With Mark Gueye making his desire to join Liverpool clear, Crystal Palace's need to cash in, and both clubs engaged in ongoing negotiations, the pieces are aligning for a deal to happen. While the exact fee and payment structure remain sticking points, the mutual incentive, Liverpool's push for defensive reinforcement, and Palace's opportunity to reinvest, makes a breakthrough feel inevitable. If agreement is reached, Gueye's arrival could be one of the most significant moves of Liverpool's summer, strengthening Arne Slot's squad for the challenges ahead. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.